Yeah.
5:15.
We got 5, 6. We have a quorum.
You ready, John?
Was it 5 or 7?
5:15. 5:16, actually.
Okay.
We ready? Good afternoon. We will call to order the June 2018 City of Columbia Planning Commission meeting. We would like to welcome all Planning Commission members, staff, and guests. I would like to ask everyone to turn their cell phones and PDAs to the silent or vibrate mode. The administrator will now proceed with the roll call.
Mr. Tupper?
Here.
Ms. Hartz?
Here.
Mr. Waits?
Here.
Mr. Cohn?
Here.
Mr. Stigemeyer?
Here.
Mr. Frost?
Here.
We have quorum.
Thank you. A brief review of the meeting format. Applicants with requests before the Planning Commission are allotted a presentation time of 10 minutes. This time should include, but is not limited to, an overview of the project, case history, and any pertinent meetings held regarding the request. This time also includes all persons presenting information on behalf of the applicant, such as attorneys, engineers, and architects. This time limit does not include any questions asked by the Planning Commission or staff regarding the requests. Members of the general public are given the opportunity to address their concerns in intervals of 2 minutes. The administrator has a timer and will make presenters aware of when their time has expired. The Planning Commission reserves the right to amend these procedures on a case-by-case basis. The consent agenda. The Planning Commission uses the consent agenda to approve non-controversial or routine matters by a single motion and vote. Examples of such items include approval of site plans, annexations, and street names. If a member of the Planning Commission or the general public would like to discuss an item on the consent agenda, then that item is removed from the consent agenda and considered during the meeting. The Planning Commission then approves the remaining consent agenda items. The administrator will now read the consent agenda.
Your consent agenda this evening consists of the approval of the May 7th, 2018 minutes and items 2, 3, and 4, which are annexations and comprehensive plan map amendments and zoning map amendments for 134 Cooper's Nursery Road, which was item number 2, item number 3, 201 South Marion Street, and item number 4, 527 and 531 Winmet Drive, and 0.46 acre portion of 5219 Fairfield Road. Those are all annexations with land comprehensive plan and zoning map amendments. The other items on your consent agenda this evening consist of 2 site plan reviews. Those are item number 5, which is 2458 Waits Road and 1719 through 1729 McFadden Street, as well as 5.13 acres on the southwest corner of Sparkman Drive and the northeast Shorecrest Drive. Item number 7 was withdrawn, and item number 8 on your agenda was deferred. That consists of your consent agenda.
Do any commission members or guests today wish to have items on the consent agenda removed and placed on the regular agenda? Okay, I'd now like to ask for a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion. I make a motion that we approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion is approved. We will now proceed with the regular agenda, of which there is none.
Correct, and I got ahead of myself. Number 7 was withdrawn, and number 8 was deferred, and that's the end of your regular agenda, and we have other business left. The other business for this evening is to talk about our comprehensive plan work session schedule. We've gotten our consultant RFPs through the procurement process with the city, and so we have those 2 consultants secured, and city staff has already begun to gather up information and documentation and things for a comprehensive plan moving forward. And Rick and I had talked, and the Planning Commission for this process is going to serve as the steering committee. And so we thought what would be best is to actually have a work session before the Planning Commission meeting rather than having you all come in on a different night or a different day or at lunch or something like that. So in front of you, there's a schedule. Andrea is going to send out meeting notices to you electronically so you can accept them through your electronic calendars for these dates. But essentially, we have this outline where on certain days we will meet between 4 and 5. And we've kind of outlined the anticipated topics so you can get those on your calendars for the upcoming, I guess it's all the way, we've planned it all the way out till May, so hopefully we'll stay on track. We anticipate a website to be up and running in July for the comprehensive plan. It will be a basic site at that point, and we anticipate our first public meeting to be the end of September, 1st of October. So that's sort of a summary of that process. So look for those calendar invites from Andrea in the next couple days. And then Andrea wanted to talk about the continuing ed sessions.
Hi, everybody. I know most of you attended one of our sessions already, so you have 2 hours to go. And those, we do have to do 3 hours of continuing ed again for the year so that you can remain on the board to be in compliance with state statute. I have a copy I'm going to give each of you before you leave of the list. I did send it out in emails just to make sure, because we did have 3 sessions that were canceled because of the work sessions we have for the comp plan. And I just want to make sure that you will have that. The other topics are to be determined, so we'll have some things, but if you can sign up and see which one suits your schedule, I appreciate it. Thank you.
That was good, thanks.
Thanks.
If there's no other business, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
All in favor? Aye. Meeting adjourned.